like to welcome you to tonight's episode. It's episode 4 of Started From the Bottom, the podcast. Tonight's guest is a friend of mine and a special dude, Mr. Ken Huff and Mr. Goodwood.
All right now. How y'all doing?
That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to let him tell you a little bit about his upbringing and, give him his backstory and how he got started, doing this thing. So I'll let him take it from here. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, Mr. Goodwood, they want to know where we got started at. Born and raised in Queens, New York.
Queens, New York?
Queens, New York.
How you get started?
What age, Mr. Goodwood? I started, I was about 15 years old when I first started messing with,
Playing with dolls?
well, learned how to do ventriloquism.
Say what? I said playing with dolls.
It's called ventriloquism.
Why'd you do it? That's what everybody want to know. Why he did it?
Well, Mr. Goodwood, because I thought it was interesting. I thought it was funny. So I said, you know what? I want to try that.
Oh, because you wanted to be funny.
I wanted to try it because I thought it was funny. I thought it was amusing.
And that's what you wanted to do?
And I tried it at 15 years old.
That was a long time ago.
Mr. Goodwood, probably now about 45 years.
Say what? Did you hear that? He said 45 years. That's a long time. That's a long time.
Mr. Goodwood, 45 years.
45 years.
That's a long time.
Woo-wee. I need to trade him in.
Yeah.
Mr. Goodwood, so we've been doing this a while now.
Oh, why we do it?
We do it because it's fun. People enjoy looking at you and laughing at you.
Is that what they do?
They laugh at you, Mr. Goodwood, because you're funny. You're like a little character.
Man,
You an old man.
he said they laugh at me.
They amused by you, Mr. Goodwood, because you amusing. You make people laugh when you show up. You funny. You always have a song to sing.
That's what I do. Did you know that's what I do? I show up, I'm 102 years old.
102.
I ain't lying. And when I show up, I'm telling you, it's all good. I'm telling you, you don't have to be here, but I'm here, so you might as well enjoy it. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way. So I got a couple questions, man, myself.
All right now.
You being, you said, how old were you?
102 years old.
Now, how old were you? Not you, Mr. Goodwood. How old were you when you started doing this, Mr. Huff?
Oh, that was a long he talking to you.
I guess I was about 15 years old.
Wow.
15.
So as a 15-year-old kid, man, what made you, aside from being funny though, on a serious note, what made you to even think that it was possible for you from being in New York City, man, to attempt to do this or to do it at a professional level or the level that you've done this on, and for how many years you've done it on?
I saw Willie Tyler in Leicester. Wow. That's when I first saw him. Back in, I think I saw him on Good Times, and I thought that was just so interesting. And I just thought it was a great act. Yeah. I said, man, it's something I just want to try. And then when I tried it, it was amusing.
Wow. Yeah, I remember, and it's funny because I remember being a kid, man. Back in those days, it was a different era, like the Good Times,
Yep.
where we had Sammy Davis Jr. And I remember seeing guys tap dancing, being a kid, tap dancing on TV because they had all that stuff back in the day, like the Lawrence Welk show and all that stuff. And I go get my church shoes, and we in there in the kitchen, and we trying to tap dance and all that stuff. And to be honest with you, I actually tried. When I saw on TV, I tried to be a ventriloquist. Trying to see if I could talk without my mouth moving.
You tried it?
So people say, yeah, a little bit, Mr. Goodwood. Some people, and I wasn't very good at it, bro. So I kind of gave up on it.
You just got to keep on trying. That's all.
Yeah, but
Ken ain't good either. Let him talk.
So as a for a kid that may be interested in, or after this interview may have some interest, man, what would you tell them, and what would you give them, man, like little tips and tricks, about the game?
The most interesting thing about being a ventriloquist,
What's that, Ken?
it's not the jokes.
Say what?
It's not the jokes.
You said it's not the joke?
Now, what's the most interesting thing?
What's that?
Is everybody watching you. Because the whole time they're watching you, you moving all the time, and they wonder what you gonna do next.
Watching you.
They watching. They look at me for a second, but then they look at you because they want to know what are you thinking and what are you doing. Why are you looking around?
Because I want to know what's going on.
And that's the most interesting thing is bringing him to life.
Sleight of hand, right.
Sleight of hand, because you believe what you see.
Right, and it's also it's a diversion at the same time as well, right?
That's right. So, you believe what they see, just like magic.
It ain't magic though. It's called ventriloquism.
We got that already, but Miss School, I'm just saying, if you moving, you looking around, everybody want to believe that you're real.
I am real.
Well, you real for the minute. I mean, you real for this interview.
Yeah,
what you looking at?
I just want to know what's going on with him.
Come on, we got to do this interview.
So tell me something, man. So, the people, I'm sure they want to know, who have you performed for, or actually, you know, what have you done, man, as far as your accomplishments? That's accomplishment to you, and people may not know about. You know, I know you do things locally around here, man, and people around here see you at different places. But a lot of times, you know, this is what the show about. It's about the journey, man. So a lot of times people they don't know A, they just see Z. And with that whole gap, a lot of people probably don't even know, you know, you from New York. I didn't know till the night you from New York. So, you know, kind of give us the in-betweens and some of your journey in this field.
Some of the journey, like
Professional.
I was in the military, and I was in the Air Force talent show, Tops in Blue. Performed, got to travel all around the world, everywhere, overseas, United States, and, you know, sharpen our skills and just had a great time and got to meet some really great people. After that was back in 1982, and I said, you know, I want to try the Apollo Theater. So we went up there.
Apollo, New York, the Apollo?
The Apollo Theater.
Okay.
We went up there, interviewed. The guy said, man, I'm going to get you right in. We went up there, and, you know, as we was getting ready to go on, there was a young girl in front of us, 8 years old, singing a gospel song. On the last note, her voice cracked, and they booed her.
Wow.
And I said, oh my goodness, they booed her, a little girl singing a gospel song. And then they said, you next.
Right.
So they called out, and Mr. Goodwood and I went out there. You only had 3 minutes. 3 minutes to tell our jokes. We did our 3 minutes. They gave us a standing ovation.
Whoa.
I said, all right,
Apollo.
Apollo Theater.
Sandman ain't come get
Rough.
you, huh?
They were standing back there waiting.
Sandman was waiting on you.
He was waiting. They was waiting.
Right.
And then we got a chance to come back. They said, you won, your check is in the mail, get ready, but come on back. Because, you know, you're going to keep building up.
Exactly.
We went to do it again 2 weeks later. This time the crowd was rough. They didn't want to hear nothing nobody had to say. They just yelling and screaming.
All right.
So
New York.
we didn't tell jokes. We just played the dozens with all the audience. We just cracked on everybody.
That's right, leaned on.
We got a standing ovation again. But I guess from that I learned I don't need that.
Right.
I mean, I proved myself. You know, I proved something to me that I mean,
just to be there.
Just to win 2 times at the Apollo, New York City, that crowd, and we made it out of there and won. I said, that's enough for me.
That's a win for you. So
that is a big win.
So for these people down here, you know where I'm from, and I know what it is because you know I done moved around a little bit, but let these people know what the dozens is. I know what it is, but a lot of people ain't gonna know what the dozens is.
Well,
we call it here cracking and
somebody talk about
DC,
your mom.
They call it jonesing. You know what I mean?
Somebody talk about your mom. Whoever can get the best laugh.
Right.
And you know, so we on the stage. Everybody saying, "Get that dummy off the stage." So we had to come up with something and start talking about their mama. You know.
I got you.
And we had the best line. We won. We walked away a winner, and
again.
You know, again. And I just said, you know, that's cool, but that's it. Don't need to do that no more. I proved something to, you know, we proved something to ourselves.
But that's major. That's major, man. You know, and a lot of these kids, man, these young men, you know, grown men, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they can accomplish something like that. And actually, a lot of people, you know, I wouldn't have knew it unless, you know, you spoke about it to me. You know what I mean? Like, you're an average dude, you know what I mean? And I'm an average dude. There's a lot of average guys, a lot of average kids out here, man, that could be great right here in Seaford, Delaware. You know, this is what this is all about, man. Started from the bottom. You know, everybody and everything is important. It's about the journey and about telling your journey, man. So, you know what I mean? To me, that's major, man. And I appreciate what you do, you know, not just the jokes and the laughs, but the way you come out for people, you know what I'm saying? Like when I asked you,
gotta support.
Yep, you come out. When I asked you to come do things, man, for the community and for the mentoring or whatever, bro, you always been there. So me personally want to tell you I appreciate what you do. And you know what I'm saying, and get a little backstory of why you do it, man. You know, you learn a different respect, you know what I mean, for what people do. So don't never minimize your gift, bro. You know what I mean?
You know, and as what you're saying, you know, I just realized, like you're saying, helping out, and I didn't realize my blessing until, you know, now that I'm older, and what it means to someone, you know, just to have Mr. Goodwood go and talk to someone, because we do a lot of shows for people who under the weather, not feeling good, and just to raise their spirits, and I was like, you know, that's a gift.
Right.
You know, that's just a blessing, and you know. And if you have a blessing, you got to share it.
Well, let the people know some of the places. I mean, I know some of them, but you can run down the gamut of it, man, and let people know some of the places that you do and what you've done. Like, I know you do things for like senior centers and all of that.
I do all the senior centers. I do the cheer centers in all the Sussex County. Of course, Dover. We've been in the casino and performed down there.
Wow.
Like I said, Air Force Entertainment. We've been all around the world just performing for audiences. Some audience we spoke to, they didn't even speak English. But you had a certain time that you had to fill, so whether they was laughing or not,
right,
you still had to fill that time. And sometimes, I learned a lot from doing seniors from the, sometimes they don't always respond like you expect them to respond, but they still have a great time. But, they still want to hear something. And a lot of times, like say one thing I've learned, like say with dementia patients, they might not remember who you are, but if you sing a song, they'll know all the words.
Wow. Oh, you got dementia, Mr. Goodwood?
That's what they told me. Doctor told me that 3 years ago. You know what Alzheimer's is? He told me what I forgot. But it's all right. It's all right. It's
Alzheimer's.
It's all right.
You forgot what it was?
I forgot what it was. I keep on going. I keep on going. That's okay. It's all good though.
You got sound mind. You're 100 and what?
102. That's what they told me.
Oh, you still got good sense?
I've been 102 for about 5 years, but it's all right though.
So back, to the dementia thing. You said that I want to hear a song, Mr. Goodwood. Maybe a song that he would sing to help these dementia patients remember.
You know what? When I walk in there and I see a nice young lady sitting there, because most of the time it's a lot of ladies sitting there, because most of the men, they don't go to the doctor.
Oh, you're a gigolo.
But I ain't not saying all that. But when I see the ladies, you know what I sing to them? You sing an old song. I sing an old song. What song you sing? I say, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away." You know the words of that song?
You're the man, Mr. Wood.
That's all you gotta sing. That's a simple song, ain't it?
That's right.
That's old school, simple song.
That's all.
You know what they start doing? They start smiling. I see all them teeth. Sometimes they don't have their teeth in their head. They still smiling. It's all good though.
Hey man.
You don't want to smile too.
I don't want to lose my teeth either. But it's all right. It's all right.
You be doing your thing, Mr. Wood.
I'm trying.
So now back to the senior centers, and you say you do the casinos. You've done all across the world, and I heard
even done
saying,
funerals.
Wow. So basically, this thing is, they say laughter heals the soul. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Laughter heals the soul, and on a serious note, it does. I do a lot of study and research on the mental health and observations on people's mindsets or whatever, and they say laughter is always good, stress relief.
I gotta laugh.
Yes.
Ain't no reason to be upset now. It ain't getting you nowhere. It ain't getting you nowhere.
You Dr. Wood. You Dr. Goodwood.
That don't send me no doctor. To fill me up with all those pills.
Watch out now.
Got me a man named Dr. Goodwood.
Calm down. Let him finish talking. Let him finish talking.
Boy, Mr. Goodwood, you sound special. But yeah, man. So, Mr. Huff, like I said, we got a little backstory on you, man, and some of the things you done, Apollo, the things you do locally. What I want to know, man, is we're here to highlight you, even though we're on our podcast. But that's what we do in here, man. We highlight locally. We aim to highlight people globally, and maybe broaden the platform. I know you have a pretty decent platform, but what we want to do is we want to make awareness to people about your platform that may not know about you. So where can people find you? How can people book you? How can people reach you? What's the platforms you're on? That they may be able to reach you by.
We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. But if you need my number, it's 240-505-5114. Call. We might not answer, but if you leave me a message, I'll get back to you.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll let you know. We'll let you know. And if you don't answer, call me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what's
call
your number,
me.
Wood? What's your number, Mr. Goodwood?
Just call. Just hey. Say, Goodwood, what you doing? I'll call you back because I ain't doing nothing.
You got Sally?
I got one. I still got a flip phone.
Oh, man. You behind, Mr. Goodwood.
That's right. I'm 102 years old. I'm still trying to learn how to work that thing.
You got to get an iPhone, brother.
What?
An iPhone.
What is that?
Yeah, you got to get an iPhone, brother.
What is it? I'm trying. I need what the young folks to tell me what it is.
Get your Instagram or something.
Instagram?
Facebook or something.
Facebook it? That's what I'm trying to learn right now.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee, you trying to tell me.
And this concludes the night's episode. From Started from the Bottom 302, the podcast, man. Episode 4. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hit us up. All right. I had a good time.